Good morning, all you friends and family members. This is Richard Wallace Jr. with Reformers Unanimous chapter number 520, based out of Flower Mound, Texas, with today's director's daily dose that keeps the devil defeated. And my, oh my, we got amazing things happening in the 520 Reformers Unanimous chapter number 520 right here in Flower Mound, Texas. God's opened amazing doors to our ministry. It appears that God's going to open to us a motorcycle ministry reaching the men and women that are held in the bondage of motorcycle clubs. And God is just doing great things. Each and every Thursday night, we've got our RU for Life, Reformers Unanimous, satellite chapter going on inside of the Gainesville State Correctional Facility in Gainesville, Texas. God is just doing things that can only be explained by Him. Yesterday, I was feeling a bit under the weather, and the kids had been exhausted, and so I decided to spend the day at home with Gunnar and Ember, and on the way to the church late in the afternoon so that I could go to the RU for Life class. Michelle's riding shotgun with me, family of four, cruising down the streets in Lewisville, Texas. Michelle and I are talking about ministry and sharing dreams and goals, and all of a sudden I hear an argument going on from the back of the vehicle. And wouldn't you know it, my perfect children came to a moment of imperfection in their lives, if you will, and Ember was reaching for something that, or Gunnar rather, was reaching for something that Ember had snatched away from him, and in a moment of aggravation, in a moment of frustration, in a moment of irritation, Gunnar utters from the depths of his soul, "I wish you weren't even my sister." And oh man, the floodgates open, and Ember, just broken-hearted and empty in spirit, begins to weep and sob from the back seat. I quickly whirl around and, "Gunnar, what in the world are you doing? What'd you say something like that for?" And he said, "Well, Daddy, I didn't mean it." Reminded me of what Jesus said in the book of Mark, chapter number 7, verse 6, when he says, "He answered and said unto them," of course, speaking to the Pharisees, "Well hath Esaias prophesied of you hypocrites, as it is written, This people honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me." And though we have a converse thing, what Jesus is saying compared to what Gunnar said to Ember, here we have the hypocrites that are with their mouth saying that they're close to God and they draw nigh to God and they walk with God, but their hearts were far from Him. Literally, is what they were doing was they were saying something that they did not mean. And that's exactly what unfolded in the back of the Wallace car last night. And as I stopped and meditated and thought upon this verse and what transpired yesterday, and to where so many of our students are at today in the ministries of Reformers Unanimous, and though they may even show up on Friday night, though you may even testify of great victory, though you may claim to be a disciple of the Lord Jesus Christ, though you may be filling out 300 club cards and things of that nature, yet if the truth were told and the honest, bare knuckles reality could be revealed, it would be seen that you're not a disciple of God, but rather that your heart is far from Him and you're not really meaning what you're saying. Oh, may it be said of you and I today that we say what we mean and mean what we say. And in the quietness and the stillness of a sweet moment at about 10:30 last night, after the prison ministry and all of that, and Ember had had time to settle down and Gunnar had had time to reflect, I was able to have a teaching and a coaching moment where I grabbed Gunnar aside and I said, "Listen, buddy, the words of our mouth are so important." And I said, "Gunnar, always, always, always say what you mean and mean what you say." And wouldn't that be a great truth for you and I, for myself, even to latch onto today, this morning, as we walk forward in life, And as we seek to know the truth that makes us free, may we not be close to Him in word only, but in heart and indeed also. I love you all, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait until tonight at 7 o'clock. God bless you all.